Hopkins in Ellicottville, south of Buffalo.
We are at a ski resort where over 18 inches of snow has fallen within the last 24 hours. The good thing about it, it's a very light snow, so it's very easy to maneuver around. But what we dealt with just getting here at times, whiteout conditions and roads that haven't been plowed.
From the northern plains to the Midwest, snow could fall through tomorrow.
In some cases, we're going to be looking at snowfall totals that could be over 6 inches and perhaps as much as a foot before it's all said and done.
Weather Prediction Center meteorologist Andrew Orris and Syrian activists report ISIS has re-entered the historic city of Palmyra after a 3-day blitz. Reports also say a U.S.-led airstrike has killed the leader of ISIS in Syria. It comes as the Pentagon sends 200 more U.S. forces to Syria. Defense Secretary Ash Carter at a Gulf Defense Conference.
To strengthen the capability of ground forces in the region, starting with Special Operations Forces and Counterterrorism Forces, we're continuing to design and implement a Special Operations Response Force initiative that pairs elite Special Operations units from GCC states with U.S. forces to improve interoperability and enhance joint planning.
The CIA has known for weeks Russia tried to help Donald Trump win the election, according to CBS News sources.
Donald Trump's transition team is dismissing the CIA report that Russia did try to sway the presidential election to help the Republican win. A Trump spokesman said they are the same people that said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. CBS News political analyst Larry Sabato.
Some Democrats have speculated that the Russians somehow hacked the actual voting process, and there is absolutely no evidence to support that. They were warned in advance by President Obama, apparently in a direct confrontation with President Putin of Russia.
Jim Chenevey, CBS News.
President Obama wants a broad investigation into election cyber attacks to be completed before he leaves office next month. Jurors in the trial of the alleged Charleston church shooter are getting a glimpse of what may have led up to the attack from his own writings.
I'm Jim Krasula. Alleged Charleston, South Carolina church shooter Dylan Roof left a handwritten journal of hatred toward blacks and Jews in his car. It included racial slurs and a suggestion that white women who date outside their race need to repent. It contained dubious claims such as blacks liked being slaves and whites are naturally superior to blacks.
OPEC's convinced other oil-producing countries, including Russia, to cut production. It may boost oil prices here, according to analyst Tom Clausa.
A sweet spot is probably around $55 a barrel for crude. That doesn't do too much damage to consumers, to commercial companies, and it allows for oil producers to make a reasonable profit.
This is CBS News.
I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Mortgage rates have dropped again. In fact, recently mortgage rates have dropped to the second lowest level in history. Now is the time for you to take advantage of these historically low rates and save serious money every month by refinancing your mortgage. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is all the way down to 4.125%. APR 4.82%. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN to see how far we can lower your mortgage payment. For 6 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the third year, they also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. It's a great time to refinance with Quicken Loans and save hundreds every month. This ultra-low rate of 4.125% won't last long. So call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Breast cancer is on the decline in most of the world, according to a new study.
The study compares mortality rates from the early part of this decade to numbers from the late 80s. 39 out of 47 countries showed declining rates, but study author Dr. Cécile Pizot with France's International Prevention Research Institute says there were some wild fluctuations.
Ranging from a 46% decrease in England and Wales to an 83% increase in South Korea.
Pizzo says there were other increases in Asia and Latin America. A study was released at this week's San Antonio Breast Cancer Symposium. Peter King, CBS News.
Gun violence appears to be down in New York. The city may have a near record low number of shootings this year. Through December 4th, the city counted 942 shootings. That puts New York on pace to have the fewest people killed or wounded by gunfire since police began keeping track back in 1993. Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
And I'm Jerry Rice saying so long from San Francisco.
Thank goodness. Oh,
These overtime games are just killing my back.
You should try the patch.
The patch?
The Tiger Balm patch. It's a blend of essential oils that goes deep into aching muscles and joints for fast, soothing pain relief. I go for Tiger Balm after every game.
What every armchair quarterback needs, proven pain relief.
And a good wide receiver.
You don't know any, do you?
Roar back from pain with Tiger Balm. It works where it hurts.
Football night in my house is a big deal. The whole family, a couple of pizzas, and the game on TV. And since I installed the new Caseta smart lighting system by Lutron, it's even better. I just tap my phone and the lights shift to create the perfect viewing environment. Now if we just win a game, everything would be great.
Caseta by Lutron. Simple to use, simple to set up. Learn how you can win a $5,000 smart home upgrade at ourlifeupgrade.com. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/15/16.
The following program is a paid presentation. The views and or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of KWAM.
I got these strangers in my house, see them grinning, but they frowning. Oh, wanna turn my back, they start down.
Yeah. You know who that is, Cat?
Sure do. That's Dula.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. What time is it, Cat?
It's time for the Cat and Dula Show. Hello, everyone. Hello, Memphis. Hello, webcam world that's streaming live right now. Well, we hope you are anyways. We've got a good show planned today, don't we, Dula?
Yeah, we do. Got a special guest gonna call in today, I heard.
We sure do.
Oh, that's gonna be great there.
Have you heard of that band
Yeah.
called Taco and the Mofos?
Man, it's just funny. I had a partner mention them to me almost about a year ago, and we were gonna try to connect with them. And
Really?
Yeah, he was gonna try to. He said, "Man, you ought to try to get up with them. Y'all got a vibe,
Yeah.
that may work out or something." But it just was a conversation. And out the blue, after I saw you had been out doing your just awesome leg work out here for the Cat and Dula Show, you end up connecting with them, and I just had to admit, I actually tagged them in the post because, it's just funny how timing, out of all the bands, he mentioned, and that you end up connecting with them.
How strange is that?
Well, I don't know.
I can't take all the credit because, my brother from another mother, Michael Riley. Hey, Michael.
Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike. He kind of set that up, and thank you again for that. This boy, he's something else. But he's like another cat, but with male genitals. Is that a nice way to say it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch myself.
Oh, man.
Because I know that I can be a little too much for some people. I'm trying to tone things down. So, Mike is awesome. He helps me out a lot, with coming up with new ideas and just, keep people on their feet and, bringing some new things. And that's how he hooked this up. And, he throws things my way. And I'm like, please set that up. So.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, how has your week been going, Cat? I'm not asking about the Cat's crazy, how's your week been going?
My week has been entertaining, to say the least. Just been trying to get our plans in order. We've got a couple of new sponsors that we're going to mention, which is Joe's Thirsty Lizard.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's out of Horn Lake. So kind of hooked up with him this week. We're also promoting Stitch Apparel. So we'll bring that up a little bit later. But, just been hustling a little bit and, eat, sleep, and drinking Cat and Dula.
Indeed.
And still trying to hold down the fort at home.
Garrison and the team, huh?
Oh, no, more like Addison and the team. Last night, I'm sitting as cold, and me and Moms were outside smoking our organic cigarettes. So we're trying to cut back and trying to quit because my husband's completely quit And I'm so proud of him for that. No smoking. He's done. You know, with everyone being sick through all this, you know, whatever was going around, it scared him pretty bad. So he's done. So when I come in the house now, he'll kind of, you know, shoo me away and Febreze me. So I'm tired of seeing that and hearing that. So I just want to quit for that reason too. So, but, you know, we were outside doing our thing, and I have my 6'6", 15-year-old son that likes to torment us and not give us 1 minute of peace and quiet. So he jumps on top of the roof of the car and, you know, is being a miniature silly me and distracting us. So anyways, yeah, we were trying out this new GPS system through Apple.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. What is that about?
Well, Apple contacted me and wanted me to test out a new product. And I was like, of course, yes. So, you know, you'll have to go check it out. It's on YouTube. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, check it out. But the lady's name is called, her name's Carol. So, you know, you just ask her for information. It's a real life person. And she's not too nice.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of got into it a little bit, but, you know.
How do you get called to do something and then end up it being a bad experience? Or
it's just Kat. It's just you know, people are drawn to me, even the messed up people. And you know, I had Apple sending me another GPS system, and we're gonna try that out later on, and I'll post that tomorrow.
Okay.
We're gonna see if this one's a little bit nicer.
10-4. I like the way you covered that whole thing up right there. You covered it all the way up. I'm proud of you, Kat. Good move.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, I tell you, I got me a little rant today for my serious moment. I guess we'll get into that here after we take our first break. But
I love Doula's moment.
I'm just studying, trying to get in between that time to actually, you know, keep grinding on this new album. And I'm after this week here, things are going to open up a little bit for me to have that room. And actually, I'm finna start laying my vocals down. So, you know,
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, you know, it's all the way what it is.
Yeah.
You know, this album. So, but I'm not going to keep running that.
So when are you going to do okay, one more thing. When are you going to do your video? I love your videos.
We're going to be shooting it. We're going to be shooting some videos here soon. I already got 2 of the songs ready. That's going to be on the album. One of the songs, a video is going to be shot. And then one of the videos, I'm going to have a co-star. Ooh. And guess who that's going to be?
Who?
She this chick that just
Is she real fly? Is she real fly and got a blonde mohawk?
She real fly, got a blonde mohawk, and sometimes, you know, she can say some things that make people faint. You know, you heard of her?
Oh, yes, I have. I heard she's a really nice girl.
Yeah, she can be.
A little out there, you know, but a really nice girl.
Well, her name is Catherine.
Catherine, that's so proper.
Yeah, they call her Cat Watts.
Cat Watts? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, so I think this particular song is actually on some real talk, but just the essence of the reality and the texture is gonna make for a good video shoot and what I got in my head. So I can't wait till the springtime hits and everything for that release, just to get how my music out.
Can you tell us a name of at least one song?
Oh, I got one song I named 2 of them.
Okay.
One of them called How They Do.
How They Do.
And what's this other one? I Put the Brakes on them.
Ooh, I like that already.
You know, you got to put the brakes on some folks out here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That you do.
So, you know, I'm excited about that. You know, I don't want to draw all the time up talking about it. I'm just, like I say, man, when you get that feeling, man, when that track get the wanging, man, them chords and them sounds, man. And
I can't wait to watch you in action. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, hopefully.
I know the business side. I know the business aspect of you, and you're hardcore with that. So I can only imagine watching you live.
Man, well, hopefully that's going to make it happen. I heard you put a bug in old Joey with Thirsty Lizard.
Sure.
So maybe I'll be doing something over there.
This spring is going to be insane. That's all I'm going to say. We are going to be so busy.
Dig that. Well, that sounds like a plan, Kat. I guess what we can do, we can go ahead and take our first break.
All right.
And when we come back, I'll go ahead and get in my serious moment because I know we got some other interesting people and things coming up here shortly. So y'all stay tuned. You're listening to the Cat and Dula Show right here on KWAM 990. Y'all hold tight. We'll be right back.
It's the Cat and Dula Show. It's the Cat and Dula Show, yeah. It's the Cat and Dula Show. So, it's the Cat and Dula Show, yeah. It's the Cat and Dula Show. It's the Cat and Dula Show, yeah. It's the Cat and Dula Show. So, people, if you get offended real easy.
Welcome, Memphis.
Cat, you sound too uptight. Be who you are.
Sure, brother. Welcome to the Cat and Dula Show.
Every Saturday from 12 to 1 right here on KWAM 990. And Cat gonna put you in shock and awe with a crazy week. Also, you're gonna be enlightened with a moment with me, Dula. So tune in every Saturday right here on KWAM 990 for the Cat and Dula Show. You sure to be entertained and enlightened. Sponsored by Pier 13 Tattoo Studio.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
All right. I know this isn't any fun to talk about, but we should. So, who's going to do what? Flashlights?
Nowhere to be found.
Where to be found? Batteries?
Dead.
Great. Emergency supply kits?
Not packed.
No. What about blankets?
We have an old towel.
Good enough. Cell phones?
May not work.
Emergency water?
Not a drop.
And what about food?
Nope.
Perfect. We all know where we're meeting if we're separated, yeah?
The library. Aunt Joan's house. The bus stop.
Great. And I'll be waiting here wondering where you all are. Sounds like we don't have a plan. Who's up for mini golf?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency. Who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information. A public service announcement brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
So, people, if you get offended real easy, turn it to something else. Still love you, but you gotta go.
It's that time again. It's time for the Cat and Dula Show. The show that gives real perspectives on everything. It's about to go down right here on KWAM 990. It's the Cat and Dula Show. It's the Cat and Dula Show, yeah. It's the Cat and Dula Show.
If anybody can find the energy, it would be Cat.
I try. Listen, I was laughing so hard, and I was like, I need this today. I need a good laugh. So, people, if you get offended real easy,
it's about to go down right here on KWAM 9.
He looked like Bo Duke, but he was in a diesel truck, and we kind of flashed him
So, people, if you get offended, you're easy. Turn it to something else.
Ooh, and I've got some crazy news. Got some good crazy news. I would turn it up on 4 today, y'all.
It's the Cat and Dula Show, yeah. It's the Cat and Dula Show. And now, here's your host, Cat and Dula.
Welcome back, Memphis, and all of our wonderful viewers.
Listeners.
Well, viewers. I'm talking to viewers.
You got my bad. Get in my lane.
See, I was making sure you were paying attention. That's what it was.
Oh, man.
We almost had a moment.
Yeah, I forgot they can see our beautiful faces in here.
Yes. Hello, viewers and listeners. I want to send a shout out to Pier 13 Tattoo Studio, one of our wonderful sponsors. Always has had Cat and Dula's back. We love y'all. They have amazing work. So Pier 13, thank you. They are located on 1731 Dancy Boulevard, Horn Lake, Mississippi. You can call them at 662-280-0763. And our new sponsors, Joe's Thirsty Lizard on 6541 Highway 51, Horn Lake, Mississippi. You can contact them at 662-536-6054. And last but not least, Stitch Apparel USA, who does our shirts and fixing to do our banners and blah, 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 blah. So many, too many to mention. And he's located in Nesbit, Mississippi. His name's Brandon. You can contact him at 901-598-7575. So there's our shout-outs real quick. We love you, Pier 13, Joe's Thirsty Lizard, and Stitch Apparel USA.
Man.
Thank you.
You are on it.
I'm trying. I still hadn't even had my red line today, and that's really good.
Your red line you ain't had? I had a Monster.
God, that sounds so dangerous. It sounds like cocaine or something. Red line. I do red line.
You do, Cat?
I do red line. I do need a red line. I haven't had coffee or anything.
Oh, well, if you can get turned up any more than you is now, look here.
No, this is just the normal Cat without coffee and red line.
Well, I tell you what, without further ado, I guess we can go ahead on and get into my serious moment. Let me have my Caesar. Yeah. And then we'll get back on into this show. So y'all know what time it is.
And now, a serious moment with Dula.
This time I going to edit me a little backdrop music here.
Like it.
Let's see.
I like it. I want some more of it.
My serious moment today is about the senseless thing that's going on with our young folks with the violence issues.
Yes.
And you sit back and you be on Facebook. It's all right. They have these issues where they do this mannequin thing and this crazy thing, and then there's been one where they done had guns.
Yeah.
Then the police end up doing a raid over to these folk houses. Now that happened in Memphis, and it was in a primarily black neighborhood where black folk were doing it. Then they done got one where some white young folks was doing it.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, and somebody actually put them together and said, "Wow, they not being."
Look at our kids, everyone. Yeah.
But they hadn't done a raid or anything of that nature. Though I do agree with the issue of fairness. If you're gonna raid them all for this violence, because violence is.
That's right.
Nobody need to be, a victim of that,
Yeah.
Especially these young kids who are unlearned on a lot of things. But look here. One don't justify the other. One don't justify the other. The problem is none of these young folks need to be taking these weapons and, playing games with them. They actually kill people.
Yeah.
And if you look at what they got, the 214 been murdered here in Memphis, it's a serious matter. It used to be a time we could do some shit like that. I probably would have been in the pile too, more than likely. Probably would have been in the pile anyway if I didn't get, But anyway,
Kat has panic attacks and anxiety issues. I would have been running.
So, in short, it's a parenting issue.
Thank you.
Stop blaming. The police only come after they get called. The teacher.
Right.
they can't. They there to teach. They can't keep, taking on all these roles. It's your duty, who done what brung them here, to take care of them.
That's right.
And raise them and teach them. These are things that only time take.
That's right.
And it's getting crazier and crazier how all of these children are getting victimized. And it really was sad to say, even though they 15, 16, 17, and they being charged like grown men and people like that, it ain't their fault.
No.
Because they don't know no better. They ain't been taught nothing. If it was my son, each parent need to go get their child. If
That's
I saw something, my boy on TV doing that, I'm finna go get with him.
Yeah.
And if every parent do that, we'll eliminate a whole bunch of issues. Am I right? If every parent take
responsibility. I totally agree,
responsibility.
because I'm always the one that says, where's the parents?
I understand hardships. Lord knows we have. But look here. Man, I know folk been raised on cornbread and crackling bread, cornbread, buttermilk bread, and cheering more respectful than this. And these kids have the advantage of technology and all types of stuff. So it really ain't no excuse.
Nope.
How do you expect the folk next door to keep raising your children?
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Me and my mom, we've had this discussion. I think it was about last week, and it was somebody that had done something stupid, and my mom was like, "Oh, bless her heart. She just, she don't know no better. She just didn't have a life growing up." And I looked at my mother. I love you, mother, but look at how I grew up. I'm not going to get into that, but people think, here's this cat that doesn't know hardships and doesn't know about any of this other stuff. Yes, I do. And if you would like to take a week out, I will explain it to you. But I'm not going to get into that poor me crap.
Right.
You know what I did? I put my blinders on. I sat back and I learned. And I said I would never be this way. I would never be that way. I will be the way I want to be, because you can be whatever you want to be in this world.
Yep.
Think about it.
You can be.
And it's, it sounds lame to some people, but you can. And I always knew that as a young child, I can honestly be whatever I want to be.
If you desire to do it.
Take advantage of it. We're in America.
You can, if you got it, you got to have the want.
That's right.
That one thing I think what got me straightened out, I always wanted to do right. No matter how much I done out there.
That's right.
And different things being foolish and
Me
stuff.
too.
But, at the end, I knew right and wrong and was taught that.
Yeah.
I just was rebellious for a certain amount of time and wanted to be grown for my britches was retching on me. But, in that, it comes back. But so many kids, young folks don't have the advantage of someone even in the neighborhood. Back when I would come up, the old head OGs and everything, they told you right.
Yeah.
They ain't finna take advantage of it,
Yeah.
They gonna tell you the right things to do. But now, it's all about mind manipulations for wrong things. So.
To me, it comes down, what are you upstairs in your head? Are you strong? Are you weak? Are you a leader? Are you a follower? That's how I sum it up.
And
I'm not a follower.
And the thing about it, look at the results. You see what this stuff land you,
Yeah.
Be more assertive on making your own decisions about what's good, and don't be afraid to make that choice,
That's right.
Because when you get in when that iron gate closed and they deploy you off in there, ain't nobody coming to visit you but your gal and your mama.
Oh, that's right. You can forget about all them friends and them homies and your gals.
Shoot. Man, look here, you gonna be needing them zuzu and wham wham.
Oh, you'll have to have them flip-flops and them shackles and shove your cigarette butts in between your toes. So
Let's not
I'm not gonna get into that.
I don't want to get her started on them shackles and them jumpsuits, because Cat and Mom got a thing for them. Well, I guess I done ranted enough on that. I just hope.
I love your serious moments because it's bringing up real issues that we're dealing with.
We cannot. We are here. We got a platform to do our thing, man, and I make music and do what I do. But at the same time, I do have a certain amount of concern. I try to do what I can.
Yeah.
And offer what I can make a difference on. Right. With them and everything. But everybody got to take a certain amount of responsibility for their own, man. A certain amount. I can't count on you, Cat, to raise my boy.
Yeah. Well, you have these, so many parents, and they do rely on the teachers and the law enforcement, and they're the ones that are having to take the crappy end of the deal, And all this stuff in the news with, this teacher did that, the police officers did this. How about what the parents do? You know? We can talk about this all day long.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And I mean, I heard a few people mention, nowadays when your kid do something, the parent come up there want to whoop the teacher, you know? And it forces these teachers to draw up a defense mechanism.
That's right.
And what even little ounce of extra they wanted to put into a child, they tend to be reserved with that because of the effect that it may create. I know it's teachers out there right now that would like to go an extra mile.
Yes.
But just for the simple fact, even if it's positive, they worried about what the parent going to say.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, it's like they're walking on eggshells.
And back, they didn't walk on no eggshells, you know?
No,
so it's a direct, we are dealing with the direct result of the blind leading the blind.
Exactly.
Babies having babies, not being taught.
No.
I know things happen. You have kids early and different things like that. But you can put principles and morals in them soon when you get them. But you have to have them.
Exactly.
You know, and you got to take some responsibility to obtain them, you know. Like I say, I wasn't born knowing what it through a lot of pain and suffering and losses and everything else. And a lot of friends gone, and everything behind,
I'm right there with
and all this stuff. So it's like, hey, I'm telling you what to do.
Exactly.
You know?
And most of these kids, though, all they need is that one person that can strike that little fire in them, because that's what I had. I love my parents, but they wasn't what they should have been. But you know who I had? I had my grandmother and my grandfather. And I soaked it up like a sponge.
Because you wanted it.
Yes.
That little desire, and it was there for you in some shape, form, or fashion.
I looked at it this way. When I leave this world, I'm going up to, just this is my opinion, because we don't talk about religion or politics, but anyways, we go up or we go down. Everybody who knows Kat knows I am hot-natured. I get tears in my eyes thinking about going to hell. I'm not going to hell. I will have a air conditioner strapped on my back, and I know the devil ain't gonna allow that. I can't do that. There's no ice cubes down there.
Well,
God knows how I am, period.
I tell you what,
That's where I'll be.
Never judge folk by what you're thinking. You just
that's right.
You got to look at their actions and what they really make a difference on doing.
Yeah.
But like I say, I know we could actually suck this show up on this subject that we're doing, but I don't want to do that. I don't know if we're ready to. We're gonna take our next break, and then we're gonna come back, and hopefully we get our
Taco and
special guest on the line. And I wonder what song we going to.
This is my favorite because I love T.I.
Let me know. I need to find the
song. So just go ahead and get on YouTube and look at Taco and the Mofos. And there's this one, it's called Whatever You Like. And they're redoing T.I.'s Whatever You Like. And that's my favorite song that T.I. sings. And, it's just so sexy.
You reckon?
Yes. And then this song, oh my goodness. It's Taco and the Mofos. It's called One Night, and it's featuring Howie Spangler. Ballyhoo. So this guy, I mean, I'm just speaking for me. There's nothing better than watching a movie or a video, and you can see that it looks so real, and the way he grabs this lady and his pretty lips, and they just get all wrapped up on hers, and it's just like...
I think we're going to have to get the break, folks.
I need a break.
Cat burn up in here.
Ooh, I need some water.
Well, listen, we about to take our second break here, and our last break, right here on KWAM 990. You listen to the Cat and Dula Show. Y'all stay tuned. Be right back.
See ya.
I got these strangers in my house. See them grinning, but they frowning. Oh, when I turn my back, they start to howl.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
I wish I was in school. I wish I was in school. I wish I was in school.
Summer isn't fun when you're hungry.
If only I had a big test today. Or a book report to give. Give me a math quiz. Give me some homework.
If your child relies on free school lunches, we can help provide them with free meals this summer.
I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard. I'll keep my desk real clean.
So they can stop worrying about food and start focusing on fun.
I'll do extra homework. I'll clean the class pet's cage. I'll skip recess.
School might end, but free lunches don't have to.
I wish I was in school. I wish I was in school.
If your child relies on free school lunches, we can help provide them with free meals this summer. Visit feedingamerica.org/summer meals to find your local food bank for help. Once again, that's feedingamerica.org/summer meals. Together, we're feeding America. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome, Memphis.
Cat, you sound too uptight. Be who you are.
Sure about that. Welcome to the Cat and Dula Show.
Every Saturday from 12 to 1 right here on KWAM 990. And Cat gonna put you in shock and awe with a crazy week. Also, you're gonna be enlightened with a moment with me, Dula. So tune in every Saturday right here on KWAM 990 for the Cat and Dula Show. You sure to be entertained and enlightened. Sponsored by Pier 13 Tattoo Studio.
I got these strangers in my house, see them grinning, but they frowning. Oh, when I turn my back, they start down. I got these strangers in my house, see them grinning, but they frowning. Oh, when I turn my back, they start down.
Welcome back, Memphis. We're waiting on Taco and the Mofos to call. And, you know, please, if you're watching, Taco, I gave you our CEO's number, George. I'm sorry. That was a cat moment yesterday. I had a lot on me. But the number is 901-260-5926. Michael Riley's calling you.
And
give you heads up.
Please,
forgive us.
Come on, call, because I don't want to get Cat too much room for her news, man.
Well, I never.
Y'all, come on. Y'all make it light on your boy over here.
Well, we can go ahead and talk about some of his music.
Okay.
And
hey, why don't you think you want to?
Let's play something.
Let's play something.
Play whatever you like. Play that.
Oh, whatever you like.
My
You
white
did
girl
tell
dance.
me. I'm like.
That's my white girl dance. My Carlton dance. But it's called Whatever You Like. It's just like a remake of T.I. And whew, I like it.
Well,
I love sexy music.
Really?
That is sexy music to me. Slow, when you just get so into it and you get so wrapped up into it. And then when you watch the video and they're so into it, these dudes they're entertaining too. Yeah, so.
Whatever you like.
Yes, Taco and the Mofos.
Oh,
I like that.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love the song. And then it's T.I. Ooh, I love it. Nice.
Whoa. That
Like
thing there banging.
Yeah, we're trying to find you Taco. Anyways.
Well, man, his music says it all.
Yes, it
Him
does.
and the Mofos.
Taco and the Mofos. I just like the way that sounds.
Hmm.
So, he's got a couple other, well, quite a few other, besides the one I liked of,
Yeah,
video.
I'm over here on Spotify, and boy.
There's one, this one should be funny. Little White, Roxy Cotton.
Little White.
Yeah, Little White's out to the side over here on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, though.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Yeah, so, they got some Taco and the Mofos, Ho Ho Ho, and Bottle of Rum.
Now, you were saying they got an upcoming event.
Yes.
And I think, we want to let everybody know if they liking it, come on out and check them out.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm pulling up their tour dates now. I actually had that at home. It's tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. So, let me log in here. Just I had my I wrote down their tour dates.
It's tonight at, where is it going to be at?
Let's see. Sorry here.
I know it's at 8:00.
Well, see, I've got like 2 other events people asked me to come to. So,
listen to Kat. She is, you see that she's just been in radio, what, two minutes, and already her flavor, everybody wants her everywhere. You just got that pull. You got that thing.
Well, people love Kat.
Yeah.
I'm so gentle, and I'm almost like a little pussy cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I learned how to purr. That's a rough purr. Oh, anyways, see, you get me distracted. Here we go. Upcoming dates. Let's check this out. Yeah. Well, why don't they have anything on here? Let's see.
I tell you what, we can go right to our Facebook and it'll be right there,
Well, it's not letting me sign in. I don't know. KWAM might have blocked me because I pull up so much.
Oh man, I wouldn't want to say that. Let's see.
Non-appropriate things. Here, I'll pull up my tags here.
The Taco and the Mofos. All right. Yeah.
Addison, she must have been in my phone.
It's
She's deleted.
This, I don't know about the event tonight. This is scheduled for the 31st.
Yes.
It's Taco and the Mofos
December?
performing live now, December 31st, 2016. NYE. Oh, that's the Emporium Rock Bar in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that one is going to be off the chain.
Yeah, so doors, free admission. Man, doors open at 8 p.m. You need to be 21 and up to get off in there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, that's on 603 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee. That's Taco and the Mofos performing live at NYE 12/31/16, December 31st, 2016. Free admission. Doors open at 8 p.m. 21 up to get off in there. And it's a rock bar, so that sounds interesting.
Yeah. We might need to check that out.
Yeah, and speaking of checking something out, we got 13 minutes, and it's time to turn you loose.
All right.
What you got for us? And
Hold
on, we got, I got to do my cheesy.
I know.
My cheesy thing before we do this. What we got in Kat's crazy news? Kat's crazy news.
Hello, Memphis viewers from the webcam beside us. We have a fed-up mom takes drastic action against people urinating on her fence. Well, I don't blame her. Wow, she has an odd name that I cannot pronounce. But when mom...
Was it an electric fence?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at pictures.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So when Zoe Rooney moved next to some sports pitches, she knew there might be disruption to her life. There were a few things she braced herself for. However, there was one thing she did not anticipate. I accept the noise, swearing, and floodlights, she told Somerset Live, people who interviewed her. Let me see if I can just go through all this and get to the urination. For the last 2 years, people using the sports pitches have also been using Zoe's fence to urinate against, creating smelly and unsanitary conditions. Why? Aside from being disgusting, the constant weeing has been causing damage and has been extremely horrible. Her fence is bowing in. It's just, man, why they're doing this, I'm not too sure, but they obviously do not like her. So, yeah. How could you do that? Here's a picture, you know.
Well, maybe if she put up electrical fence. Woosah.
Wow.
You know, maybe that'll end all the problems. But, you know.
That's what I would do.
Hey, hold on. I'm not going to be the influence of people.
you trigger things up here. Okay, well, our next one, oh, bless his little heart, or his little man areas.
When you say that, that means get ready to hit the dump button.
Look, I said little man areas.
Okay.
Look, it's right here.
Okay.
I'm not going to do nothing.
Come on.
Man accidentally cuts friend's penis with chainsaw while cutting firewood. Oh,
how did this
happen? Oh gosh. Okay, well, I'm looking at a picture.
Can you say wiener cat?
Oh, wiener.
Wiener.
Penis sounds more professional.
His Tyler Johnson.
Okay, the one-eyed snake?
No, yeah.
That's my favorite. And then I got another favorite for
your
the
accent
other.
In those words, your accent just makes it.
Look, okay, so this is my I'm going to get back on this.
Okay.
I don't know which one's worse, this or what I'm about to say. But Dula's looking at me like, cat.
She off the chain, y'all.
So, because I have names, I have my own language for things. So everyone's heard of the one-eyed snake. And that's something you can say around people. And also, too, my personal favorite of all for the women, hatchet wound. Okay, surgeons try to save as much as the man's one-eyed snake as they could. But they could not commit to whether he would be able to enjoy a normal sex life again. His wife, who witnessed the horrific accident alongside their 14-year-old son, now wants to press charges against the husband's friend. The woman said, we were cutting wood, and I called our neighbor to help. Suddenly, I saw my husband covered in blood. Oh, that hurts thinking about it.
Yeah, I just wonder what it's doing out while you're cutting wood. I mean, how do an accident? I mean, I done chopped some wood before.
It was supposed to be an innocent joke that went wrong, but why would your man parts be out for your friend to see? I don't know. Maybe they were taking pictures or something. I don't know. Why didn't he? I don't know. He could have aimed for the knees or something. I don't know.
What we got next, Kat?
Oh, man. Okay. Well, everyone wants to talk about, tattooed people. Oh, my God. What are they going to do when they're 60 and 70? Blah, blah, blah. Well, tattooing has actually helped people. You can see it in Inked magazine. Some women are concerned with stretch marks. And, my husband has actually tattooed a guy that was in a house fire. Mm-hmm. And his whole left arm was completely scarred and disfigured. And he was just so self-conscious about it. Mm-hmm. So he tattooed this awesome scenery of anything to do with the sea, whether it was octopus, all these little sea creatures, and it's beautiful. And women now it's in the Inked magazine, it's advertising in there for, they camouflage stretch marks. And they use your skin tone to go over them, and they've got pictures of it, and it looks like you've never had any stretch marks. If they're really bad, I
mean, that's some amazing news, that people can actually, get fixed, things that make them, what is it, when they feel self-conscious about it, you know, they could, that'll help their self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? And I see you got on tattooed and employed.
Yes, tattooed and employed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Representing, but that's some interesting news. A lot of people probably didn't think about that.
Well, you know, some people are so close-minded and try to go to, you know, automatically, tattooed, prison, drug dealers, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Never done drugs, never. I've tried, you know, marijuana, but that's natural stuff, so that's not really drugs.
Don't be get one of these tattoos when you black. You already tattooed. I'm just kidding, Kat. I had to throw that one in.
But you know, it's like my eyebrows were thin growing up, and I've always wanted these you know, noticeable eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they look a little rough now because they haven't been touched up. But, you know, I just walked in my husband's shop one day 5 years ago and shaved them off, and he had to tattoo some on. So he did it, and I've got to get them touched up because I need them more fuller. And anyways, but there's good benefits to it. I mean, it's not always, you know, getting tattoos out of a prison. Although I would like to walk through one.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and stay in one. I just want to walk through one because I'm very observative. I'm like a sponge. I want to soak everything in. Everything.
Yeah. But like you say, you know, contrary to what a lot of people say about, it's a part of today's culture, whether you like it or not.
It's here.
And everybody who you see, they may have some artwork done. It just
don't always assume the wrong things.
Right. You know, back in the day, that was a long time ago. You know, it was just affiliated with a lot of negative behavior and stuff like that. But man, you got all types of people with tats now, so it's not a let it go. You know,
most of my husband's clients are law enforcement, military. All the cops in the area, sheriff's department, attorneys, doctors, nurses. I mean, so people don't judge a book by its cover. That's my motto, because it's not always what it appears to be.
Oh, yeah. Most people try, you know, because it's what makes them comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They're not thinking about no one else but their own selfish wishes, so they tend to say, this is something that's disturbing because it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, see
it
that
it doesn't actually make the other person.
That subject right there, and that would be a good Do Law Serious moment for next week, because that will get me hyped up. I cannot stand judgmental people.
That's our serious moment for next week.
I like that.
Well, we both can touch on that.
I will be breaking out in hives, though. I better be bringing my boxing gloves or something.
Man.
So I'm going to get angry. Because
I mean, because I can imagine, you know, if it's anything touchable, what I done dealt with, it got to be something interesting.
My kids know, don't you ever judge, don't you ever make fun of nobody because of blah, blah, blah. Because you never know their situation. Don't you ever do that.
Yep. And if you believe in anything, just the nature of the universe, you shouldn't do that.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, our hour goes so fast, man. We got 3 minutes left, Kat.
I feel like we've been here for like 10 minutes.
Well,
I hate that we didn't get to talk to Taco and the Mofos. So
their show is coming up on the 31st. Maybe they'll call in next week.
Yeah.
You know, and
I know I did give them the wrong number. Gosh, I don't know why I did that.
Oh, that's just beginners. You're beginning. You're getting in your groove, Kat. You're already getting your talk show down. Now you're getting you're working with the clients down. So you can't remember everything, you know.
Yeah, well, I try to do. I get on this kick to where I try to consume too much at one time, and yesterday was one of those days. So I'm sorry. If you're watching Taco and the Mofos, I gave you the wrong number. But anyways, we'll get back with you in the upcoming weeks, definitely.
Well, like I say, it's always a pleasure when I get on this mic with you, Kat. I mean, it's challenging. I want to give you a round of applause right quick, because you actually held it down today. Let me see if I can find this cheesy hand clap. Now, don't tell me I'm blind. Okay. Hand clap for Kat, everybody out there.
Thank you very much.
And I want to.
And thank you, Dilla, for being able to handle me.
Oh man, it you know, I kind of know who you are, So, I'm not faded by you.
Good thing we spent some time together.
We don't get banned, I tell you, they was like, some of these things we may have coming up in the warmer months that I hope Cat don't get me in the back of the paddy wagon, but any kind of way, the thing about it is Cat is a good-natured person, always helping out.
Thank you, Dula.
And
same to you.
And a hard worker. I know you've been out there grinding hard, and you're getting a lot of great things happening for the show, and I want to let you know I really appreciate it.
Well,
on behalf of myself and you.
Thank you. Same back to you.
And, man, we always got to send a double shout-out to Period 13,
Yes.
Y'all guys holding it down. New guys, Joe over at Thirsty Lizards. I'm going to try to get by there and check y'all out, too, man.
I told them we'd be there.
Okay.
In the upcoming weekend. Hang out.
Well.
Drink a few cocktails.
Yeah. Shot of Jack. Daniels.
Yeah.
Daniels. But look here. Until next week, remember, we're gonna have a serious moment, and me and Kat we're gonna suck up a good part of the segment about being judgmental. Nobody needs to do it.
That's a no, people.
All right, well,
God says so.
And until next week, goodbye, and Cat and Dula show out.
Farewell.
Stay tuned to KW AM 990 for more good talk.
CBS News at the top of every hour and the most local talk in the Mid-South. This is AM 990 KW.